For all the doomsday sayers, for all the people who were Cassandras and all the doubting Thomases who were saying, well, the Chinese army has come inside. They were saying that China has taken up India's territory. For all those Cassandras and all those, naysayers, I have some news. These are A-grade spectral images. These are images which will give you definitive proof, because proof is what you want. So here is the proof. I'm going to take you one by one through the images and tell you what exactly happened. Look at this. Now, the picture that you see here, this is normal water flow. So if you see this, you'll see there is normal water flow here in the Galwan River. There is no obstruction in the water flow, which means everything is good, everything is normal, and this is April 9 of this year. So for those people who say that there was an intelligence failure and the Indian army did not know what was going on, we will give you definitive proof. We'll give you images that nobody has shown you on Indian television, and then you will understand what the Indian army was doing all along. April 9th, Galwan River flowing perfectly. Now, we take you to the next picture, and this next picture is for May 9th. Now, in this May 9th picture, you'll see that the Galwan River flow is disturbed. It's slightly disturbed. The water flow is disturbed. Something has happened to the water, that the river, which had been flowing for thousands of years, is now disturbed. What does this signify? That somebody has artificially disturbed the water flow. This is the first hint coming to the Indian army, also by satellite images, also the trucks and heavy earth-moving equipment that we see on ground, that something is amiss. The Chinese are here. This is Chinese territory, by the way. This is not Indian territory. Now, what we're going to do is take you to a small video by the Chinese Minister of External Affairs. Be back, then I'll explain more to you as it happened. Stay with us.
Recently, this clash in the Galvan Valley has attracted great attention worldwide. On June 19th, I have talked in great detail about the whole incident. The rights and wrongs of it is quite clear. The onus is not on China's part. First, it is the India's border troops that illegally crossed the line of actual control first. The west section is quite clear. The Galvan Valley is on the Chinese side of the Alloy Sea, and China's border troops have been patrolling along this area. So it's pretty clear with local management. Since April this year, India has been building roads and bridges, unilaterally changing the status quo. China made representations many times. Early morning on May the 6th, India's border troops, under the guise of darkness, trespassed into China's territory and provoked the incident. China's troops had to take necessary measures to strengthen their response and their management of the border areas. Secondly, it is the Indian side that went against bilateral agreement and provoked first. Because of our diplomatic and military representations, the Indian side at first agreed to withdraw its personnel from the Galvan Valley, and so it did. And it dismantled its facilities as requested by the Chinese side.
Well, typical Chinese propaganda where you are seeing a narrative being pushed again and again in the belief or in the fond belief that it would become truth, which of course would not. as Major Gaurav Arya has proven today since morning with the conclusive evidence he got about the Chinese machinations and the Chinese premeditated, pre-planned attack in the Galwan Valley. Major Arya, if you are with me and if you just listen to the Chinese MOFA spokesperson, can you really call their bluff with the facts that you have on your hands? Major.
Yes, absolutely, Abhishek. The Chinese stand totally exposed. And whatever China is saying that India was the aggressor, that was not the case. Now, our images have conclusively proven that China is at fault. They were the ones who were building infrastructure where they had no business to be building infrastructure. They were the people who were drying up the Galwan River bed, constructing roads and getting their massive levels of troops and vehicles all the way to the line of actual control. We stopped them because that is our right. They have violated the own agreement that they have signed on 2 different occasions. So I think China needed to be called out. Abhishek.
Right, right. And so, let's discuss a couple of things, Major. A, why would they want to move these many troops into the Galwan Valley right up to the point where they can oversee our, Darbuk DBO road? Obviously, there is a strategic objective. And for that reason, they would make that heavy investment in terms of playing havoc with the ecology and the Himalayan ecosystem by drying up a river or a rivulet and paving the way for troops to move in, or for that matter, even, armored movement, armored vehicle movement also to happen. Also, this proves a certain thesis that the Chinese are trying to browbeat India because we have been building infrastructure so that next time a situation emerges where they try to bully us, they get an equal and opposite reaction. So it seems this was done by design. This had the blessings of Beijing. This was done with a target or an objective in mind. The fact that it was repulsed and that they were not allowed to cross the LAC, even if it's a line of perception rather than a de jure border, and the Indians were more than a match. So those couple of points have been proved with this incident that has happened. But having said that, Gaurav, we have to discuss the larger aspect of this also. Chinese would do what they want to do. We will, respond in the best manner that we can, and we will send across a message that they do not mess around with us. But what about the opposition here? They were trying to create a narrative which was actually seen to be pushing Chinese narrative, and that's really unfortunate. The pictures that you have accessed prove a couple of points. Can you just kind of narrate how, for example, this spectral mapping really helps the viewers understand that what the opposition is trying to push as an agenda is not right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what, Abhishek, is that, the Galwan River flow, which was stopped in, we're showing pictures of May 27th, actually, the Galwan River flow. If you see, there is the red color, which indicates change of signature due to presence of Chinese army deployment. So if anybody says that we did not know what was happening, people are saying that, Chinese army came, sat on your head, you had no idea what was going on. This is all fake news. We knew, and these are dated images taken from satellites. So we know, and we have known all along for the past almost 2.5, 3 months what was going on. That is number one. Number two, see now what is happening is that, you see this area C, if you look at, now I would like to bring to your notice area C, and bulldozers have been there which have disturbed water flow. If you see this very carefully in area C, you see these Chinese hutments. This is very open. This is very open. They have not come to fight. They have come to pass a message. When you come to fight in the army, and this is the Chinese army, you dig in because you know there is going to be artillery shelling. These people did not come prepared for war. What they came prepared was for, like Abhishek, you very rightly said, they came prepared to browbeat India, which obviously did not work with India. So this is May 24. Now, I'm going to take you to June 15th pictures, which say that on the day of the Galwan clashes, actually, you see, on the day of the Galwan clashes, 15th/16th of June, give or take, you see, water flow is disturbed if you look at the screen. The water flow is disturbed because the PLA is there. There are camps A, B, C, D, and these camps are there. They are bang there on the Galwan River edge. They have stopped everything. They have constructed a road, and this road, having constructed this road, what has happened is that their trucks are moving very fast towards the line of actual control. This is how the Chinese actually built up the entire sequence of events, and that is how they managed to reach the LAC in such large numbers. We could not do very much about it simply because they were doing it in their so-called own area. Now, we have a June 18th image that I'm going to show you here. The June 18th image is very important because 3 days after the Galwan face-off, now everybody's heard of the story of 16 Bihar and the Punjab regiment and medium and field artillery regiments were there, and we hammered the Chinese. Now, if you see, it says normal water flow. Suddenly, you stop a river and within 2 days, how is it that there is a normal water flow? The normal water flow is there because the dam, the embankment that the Chinese had built has been destroyed, point number one. And point number two, they have moved out all their camps. So suddenly the Galwan River is flowing again. This is final conclusive proof, the ultimate line of actual control proof that this and that has happened. Now, now you see that high moisture is observed in this area, and you'll see that all these blue spots that you see in and around is normal water flow, but the blue patches that you see all around is actually the high moisture content, and this moisture content is because the river is finally flowing and everything is as good as before.
Hi everyone, I'm Sujarita Kukreti. Thanks for checking out Republic World. If you would like to watch more show highlights and live coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the Republic World News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.